Hello, dear colleagues, dear Metro heroes. No event has changed our life as much as the corona pandemic. Many things will probably never be the same again, even when it comes to our work. Everything is turning around and we are facing enormous change. And in this new world of working, we want to accompany you and give you orientation with our More podcast. Welcome to all of you. My name is Bernd Rodde from Internal Communications at Metro AG. And one of those who is supposed to guide all of us at Metro through this new working environment with all the changes is here with me today, Christian Rippl from the House of Learning. Hi, Christian.
Hi, Bernd. Thank you for the invitation.
Great to have you here, and thanks for coming here today to the Metro campus in Düsseldorf. Yeah, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Monday after a weekend with the family, so all good.
Yeah, so we are relaxed here. I have a relaxed start here in the week at the Metro campus, and we want to talk about how work and also collaboration have changed at Metro and how we deal with it today and also in the future. For this, there is a worldwide project that you, Christian, have started with many Metro colleagues. It's called New Ways of Working. And this has also inspired us to start our new More podcast series. We will learn a lot about the project and how it will help us all to take the positive for our work out of this damn COVID crisis. And you, Christian, you have also brought us something very special, a sound souvenir. What that's all about, we'll tell you later. It's definitely going to be excited. Yeah, Christian, it's been a year now since the sudden announcement came. We are closing the Metro campus. From now on, please work more or less only from home. So from your point of view, how much has this changed working at Metro?
Yeah, indeed, Bernd. I also still remember very well. It was Friday, the 13th of March in the afternoon.
Exactly.
When the headquarters Düsseldorf announced that office people should stay home, and it was meant to be for 1 week. But we realized very soon and very fast that this will be much longer, and this was only the beginning. So, and as you said, that's why after first shock, what the heck is going on in the world, we announced the global project New Ways of Working to find out how we want to work with this new enforced situation, but also more long-lasting. So how we want to use also the opportunity to do something more effective, more productive, and how to make employees more happy and to prepare them for a new normal. And when the summer arrived, and also in our New Ways of Working project team, some of us could come back to the campus Düsseldorf in the offices. We ramped up to maximum 50% of the colleagues here. So we learned how to work in a more hybrid setup. And this felt already a little bit how we see our future of work here.
Mm. You've already talked a little bit about your learnings, and you and your colleagues from the House of Learning are constantly working on how to improve our work and how we can learn new things at Metro. What do you think? What has Metro and especially its management learned from the crisis after 1 year?
Yeah, a big point is how to lead in the new normal. If you lead remote teams or hybrid teams, it's not so easy to lead there. What's about your assignments? How far are we progressing in certain projects? And this, of course, is something where a lot more trust is needed, but also some more modern tools how to follow up. And for example, here we bring the virtual Kanban boards, what you had before maybe in huddle team meetings, you informed your teams. Now this information needs to be much more transparent via virtual means. Leading in the new normal is also much more coaching capabilities are needed for our people managers and leaders out there. So to use the one-on-ones, not only for helping for the next steps, but coaching towards expected outcome you want to reach, but then to let go much more. And on the completely other side, also to take care of employees, think of social isolation, Not all of us have, let's say, nice homes with families and so on. For quite some of the people is the social contact at work the only one. So as a people manager, you need to take care of your team in a complete new way than before.
So you have indicated a lot of challenges which are coming from the COVID crisis for our work. What conclusions can be drawn from that for us?
My personal conclusion is that the pandemic is both maybe our biggest accelerator and our biggest disruptor. And when it comes to disruption, we need to build new competences, how to lead, how to work together, and how to live in the new normal. If you think of the pandemic as an accelerator, here the fabulous terminology Toyalto, the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I would even call it for many things Loyalto, so the last once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We know that we need to be better in the digitalization of our store environments, and this does not only mean to bring modern technology and apps to our store employees and to use mobile phones, for example, but also to virtualize some of our customer journeys there. If you think of the office environment, then flex work policies, by far, not all our entities have a flex work policy in place. And these are the things which really need to accelerate it now, because employee expectations are also changing significantly now after 1 year of having experienced a remote or hybrid way of working. This is something you need to have a very positive answer as an employer.
So a lot of insights from your point, and how these insights can lead to new work structures and processes, but also to a new form of collaboration. That's what the New Ways of Working project at Metro is all about. We'll talk in a moment about what you, Christian, and your colleagues are working on for all of us. But now we want to know something about your personal experiences, because your working life has also changed so much in the past few months. And we want to know especially what you have learned about yourselves, because in every episode of More Podcast, we ask our guests a little questionnaire to find out how they have personally managed their new working situation. And this section is called Try New Things. So are you ready, Christian?
Yes.
Like most of us, you work almost all the time at home and try new things. What have you tried new since you started working from home?
Yeah, so my first pain point I wanted to solve is the contact to my team, to the people. No complete remote working style is very healthy. And let's not forget, we are also in an enforced lockdown situation here. But you need to break this, and you need to meet physically. So what we do is we introduced some walks and talks. So where couples spending a late afternoon together, doing a walk and share about what matters most for each of us individually. And this is like an oasis in the desert sometimes.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, this is what you've learned for you and your team, to work with your team. What are your personal learnings from your new way of working?
My personal learning is take care of yourself. Take care that every day you are working, that you do this well. Easy things like an ergonomic chair, a real desk. Don't sit on the sofa. So this was my personal learning in the very beginning. I just organized this chair. I organized also a desk. It does not need to be big, but just a desk where you can sit and where you can spend your 8, 9, 10 hours. This would be for me the basis to be productive and also happy and to sustain your body.
Last question in our questionnaire, Try New Things. What bothers you? What do you miss most in Flex Office?
I miss most in Flex Office the social contact to the team. Not everything can be replaced via virtual means, and I would wish to have against 2-3 offsites per year with my team to discuss strategy, to discuss vision, to discuss purpose. This is only in a limited amount possible via virtual means and so on.
Yeah, that's exactly the situation also in our team, of course. Okay, now we know how you are doing in home office and what you're thinking about. And according to that, you've brought us something very special, a little souvenir, a sound souvenir. We will get that later towards the end of the podcast. But now I would like to come back to our actual topic, Christian. As I said, you're leading the New Ways of Working project. So what are your objectives? And above all, how do you want to make work easier for all of us at Metro?
So the goal is very simple: to make happy and productive employees in this changed environment. And we aim to change the employee experience, the leadership culture, and we want to emphasize digitalization and agility in the company. And that means we want to make it easy for the employees to combine family life, business life. Let's not forget what COVID brought to us. It's not only a technical transformation, it's a cultural one. And with the new WOW evangelists, this is how I call the 160 core people in the project, which are reaching from the Düsseldorf headquarters to the people in classic fine foods in Southeast Asia. So we try to open doors towards a culture which is very open to experiment and very inclusive to find out how can our people perform best and how can they sustain a good well-being with the future of work here in the company.
And what are the topics of the project? So what objectives you are aiming for, concrete?
So a very big objective is to introduce flex work in big parts of the company. And this starts very concretely with you break the one-on-one ratio between employee and desk. This might sound fantastic and finally for some of us, but there are also, let's say, some concerns. Oh, you don't want me back in the office. No, the opposite is the case. We want to design a new office space where co-creation, agile project teamwork is able to perform, and it makes really fun to come here. And in the experimental pilots, we found good values and ratios how this could work.
There are many topics regarding the administrative stuff in the headquarters, but this project is not only about employees like we are in the headquarters. You are also thinking about the work of our colleagues in the stores, aren't you?
Yes, indeed, Bernd. So we started with also here including employees first. So we utilized our master in store operations network, what we have in House of Learning, to approach store managers all over the Metro world to ask for their view, how they would actively design the future of work for stores. You know, the pandemic has the potential and the danger to bring a gap between headquarter and store environments. So that's why it's super important to avoid this by any means. So we need to see how we use this opportunity that headquarter environments and store environments are growing together. And this is what the team at the moment is working on. And we will have a look to consolidate the insights and then to come up with a proposal here.
Mm-hmm. So there are a lot of new things at all levels at Metro. How do you take us, the employees, with you to the new ways of working? How do you involve us?
So there is a very open invitation. The new ways of working core team consists of 160 people who are the new WOW evangelists and who are discussing with the leadership teams, with the workers' councils, how to introduce the new working methodologies like flex work, how to bring capability building for the future in. And this is where the open invitation goes to all people who listen to our podcast here. We need people who are opening the doors for our future of work. And that's not an easy task because it's a cultural transformation. So thanks for being on board here.
Yeah. And if you want to join the project, then just call you, Christian, or write an email, of course. And if you want to get more information and if you want to read the whole thing again, what is it all about, the New Ways of Working project? So, Christian, where can I find information about the project and about what else you've planned?
Yeah, there is a United page, of course, where you find where we stand. Also, where you can enroll to capability building, like leading in the new normal. Besides this, we have the New Ways of Working community. So I'm your contact person, just to reach out to me and I bring you in.
Yeah, great. And as always, United is the best way to stay up to date in general. And now, Christian, we want to come to a section of our More podcast that I'm really looking forward to, our sound souvenir. What is it about? Each guest brings along a specific sound that is characteristic of his or her new work situation. And now I'm excited, Christian. Let us hear, what sound did you bring? So let's see if I can find out what it is. So in the beginning, it sounds a little bit like horses, but it doesn't make sense at all. So it sounds a little bit like mixing a cocktail. So is it right?
Almost. It's my daily Java. So indeed, it's a coffee dispenser, 1.8 liter, and I'm just pouring my coffee in a cup. But don't worry, it's not 1.8 liter coffee per day. I also take care of my well-being and health. Normally, it's filled with tea.
Okay. And why is that so typical for you?
You know, when I start my working day, so first of all, the 3 kids are somehow settled, depending if we have a homeschool day or if they go physically to school and my little daughter to kindergarten. And then I take my coffee dispenser. I go to the corner of our home where I found a peaceful spot. It's in the basement or literally the cellar of our home. Then I hide there and I can concentrate there. And then I have my hot tea. And this is how I start the day.
Okay, great. So having a hot tea in the cellar, that is a special moment for you and your new way of working at Metro. Thank you, Christian, for the great sound. And thank you for being here today and show us the path on our new ways of working. And you guys out there, think about which sound is special for you and maybe typical for your new way of working. Record it and feel free to post it in the comments on our More podcast page on United. Next time, we'll be talking about United for All, because our social network at Metro can now be used everywhere and with all devices, whether for business or private use. We'll tell you what's behind it next time, so stay tuned. And you can find all news and information about our podcast episodes on the More page on United. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Christian. Stay healthy, stay safe. Bye-bye and take care.
Bye-bye.